Welcome to another edition of Gearbox Garage. Today, hopefully this will be a quick video. This is my customer's Jeep, and they didn't have carpet for that side. They had it here and here, and then this here in the back. And I've taken this out and cleaned it, and I put a radiant barrier underneath the bottom half there. And then this actual material is BedRug. And it's, as you can see, it's kind of like a, you can tell it's a foam type product there. And this is also some type of a carpet slash foam plastic. And seen a bunch of different videos showing how they pretty much just, make it filthy mud and everything, and then just pull it out and rinse it off, and it's back to new. So I figured I'd try it, and then if she liked it, then we would replace the back. But at least this way she'd have a section over there. And we also bought new floor mats as well. But when I went to order it for these TJs, they had two options: one with a console, and then one set of carpet without a console. And it was, I think, $5 difference. And there was nowhere to tell what difference between the two were. So I ordered without the console, even though I've got the console, because I figured worst case scenario, I just got to trim some. And on this front piece, I haven't trimmed anything. I did trim a little bit right there in that half circle. And then on the other back, this back piece, I had to trim on this side edge here, so it would kind of sit down in that down in there inside of that little, around that shifter kind of a thing. Come on. Like that. And then it fits fairly good. What I also did, and you can see it here, it comes with heat shielding, but this is a radiant barrier, and you don't really want it sitting tight against a surface. You want a kind of an air gap. But she's the type of person who, she'll vacuum it, and she'll probably never take the carpet in and out. But I'm going to make it so you could. But even with the style that has the console, you've got to take most of the console loose so that it rocks, and that way you can get the carpet up underneath the console. And these corners on these outside edges, if you had the seats in, I mean, it was a pain. I left that seat in just to try, and I mean, they should just make this as a one-piece carpet, and you just drop down and be done with it, instead of all these pieces, or at least have that as an option. Because to me, I'm the type of person that would, I'm not out in the mud with it anyway. So if it's a daily driver, most of your dirt's going to be in the floor mats, and then worst case scenario, you're going to have some around there. But anyway, so we got this, and I had to trim some here and there to get this thing to kind of sit down the way I want it. And time will tell how well, if it loosens up or if it stays as stiff as it is. But I think this kit's $175 or something like that. It took quite a while to get to me. The first one got lost, and then I had to reorder this one, so it was almost 2 weeks to get this thing in. But so far, I'm okay with the fit. I mean, it's carpet, and then they give you like I said, the heat shielding, which is just these two little pieces that you're supposed to glue on the back of the carpet, and I don't like that. And then it gives you instructions for those that want to read them. And then, come on, then it gives you all these pieces of Velcro. So you stick this to the back of the carpet, and then you see where it's going to touch the metal. Then you wipe the metal down with alcohol, and then you peel that off so that it kind of sticks. And I might end up doing that, but I'm not doing that right now, because once you put the floor mats in and put the seats back in and put the console back in, there ain't really much, it might move around a little bit, but if it moves one way, you can just force it back the other. So what I'm gonna do is I've already got it kind of sitting in there where I like it. I'm gonna go get the console, start putting the console back in. And I know that there's two bolts that go right back here. And if I just poke a hole, then that piece will never come out. So I'm gonna have to trim around that, around this piece, so that the 2 bolt holes there for the back of the console will have you can slip this carpet in and out if need be, or I might not. We'll see. But so far, it seems like a pretty neat carpet. Although they don't make it for the YJ, which is what I have. All right, so I've got it back together, and I didn't do any trimming or anything. Only thing I had to do was poke the 2 holes for the bottom of the 2 bolts for the back of that shifter. But you can see, I do like the fact that the console or the carpet goes a little bit farther up into the console area, and it fits nice. I don't have any what do you call it, Velcro holding it down. I just got it sitting in there. You know, you can kind of see here how it just has this, it just kind of flaps in there, and maybe not. Anyway, you can see there's, you know, it just sits in there and tucks in and around. I mean, it fits nice. If anything, it's a tiny bit over size, but like I said, this is the non console version. But it does, I mean, now I did have to go to the 2 bolts back here. I had to go a little bit longer just because it was sitting up, and everything was basically, the carpet and everything was a little bit thicker. But I like it. I mean, I wish they did it for the YJ. I wish they would just make one solid piece. You could just take everything out, put it in, put all your screws and everything back in, and maybe done with it. But overall, that was, you know, I think $175, and everybody else could probably put it in a lot faster. I probably have about an hour cutting the radiant barrier and putting everything in, kind of making it fit as tight as I can. All right, hope you enjoyed.